Hi, I'm Tom, and welcome to Pure Profit Pro. I'm really proud of what I'm doing. Pure Profit Pro is a very good company and has made and continues to make a lot of money for a lot of people, and it's nowhere near any kind of saturation point. I think it's barely coming up on its 18-month mark, maybe 14 months. And your marketplace is as big as the internet. And one thing we learn in marketing is lighting has a lot to do with everything. When you're scratching my mustache here, wasn't picking my nose, I guarantee you, is what I'm going to do is, this is how much light I'm actually supposed to have in my face, okay? But I think I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. This is what I like, okay? Maybe a little dark, but at least it looks like I got some color on my skin this summer. So, the fastest way I can think of to establish a little credibility in this day and age of scammers and hoaxes and all this stuff is to show you, there it goes, U.S. Army retired. You see that on the upper right? That's me. I'm retired Army. I am also an Army retired civilian. Army civilian retiree. Okay? 2 pensions. I don't mention that for the cash. It's like I'm saying it to tell you that I have many, many years as a child of the federal government under my belt. Many years. Okay? That's my good old VA card. The only reason I'm showing that to you. It's got another picture of me, but in other words, I'm a veteran. That goes without saying, I guess. If you're a retiree, yes, you're a veteran. You've served. Folks, the only reason I show you these is, it's not to boast. It's just like, you cannot spend most of your adult life serving in the Army as a soldier or a civilian, Army civilian, and have a criminal record. You don't do it. You can't do that, you know? There's just no way. So, maybe that was a little lengthy, but what I'm trying to just convey is, well, I repeat myself. I'm sorry. I'm human. So, anyway, as quick as it could, I tried to establish a little credibility with you. And then I said, okay, I'm only human. Well, that led me to what's important here. I am a human being. Behind the landing page you were at, and the apology I wrote on it, because the service I use to give me your email address and phone number, and then made you go and click on a link in your email, which I apologize for on the very first page you went to. It happens to be the best service of its kind. But I just started using it. and I apologize for that. In fact, I almost decided not to use it, except the one that I was using was not good at delivering the emails that I send to you. So yes, I apologize for that hassle. I would not have liked that either, you know, and I'm sure you did. So thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for going through that. They want to see some real activity in that email address, which is a professional one that I also bought from GoDaddy. So, gosh, here we go. Credibility again. They want to make sure I'm using it for valid purposes. That's how good this autoresponder email company is. So, let's talk about something fun and exciting, huh? In the video underneath mine, is the official company presentation. Of course, a lot more professional than mine. But, repeating myself again, it is good to know well, it was good for me to know that there's a real human being behind all this. A regular person doing this as a business with all my quirks. You know, I love my older but still pretty fast machines here. I was never a gamer. Usually only gamers have side windows and lit up computers. I just like the lit up computers because I like them. They're pretty. That's it. That's just me. But I never was a gamer. To me, it was just such a waste of time. But it's me. Quirky me. Do I care about people? This is a big one here. Because it does make a big difference who you sign up under. I'll tell you this. Way at the end of my Army career, I had a first sergeant that I was with for quite a few years. He wrote in one of my NCOERs, it's a non-commissioned officer evaluation rating, my last one, which is the annual rating, an evaluation, non-commissioned officers evaluation report. And I see I'm at 8 minutes here and 40 seconds. He wrote, the most caring NCO I have ever met. And obviously that meant a lot to me because I remember it to this day. Do I run around quoting that to everybody? Well, of course I don't. It's personal. It floored me to see that printed in black and white about me. Because this first sergeant was not an easy guy to please. He was a hard man. He rode me hard. And then after my Army career was over and I was an Army civilian, my last evaluation said, oh, excuse me, the man who was in charge of me said that I was a unit administrator, is what I was as an Army civilian. And when I was already gone and I came back for a little support for some issue I had with my retirement, I asked him if I could use him as a reference for something to do with my retirement. I can't quite remember. And all of a sudden he just blurts out over the phone, "You're the best UA I ever had." Now, in the Army I was a medic. And as an Army civilian, I was human resources. So I've been in people helping professions my entire life, my entire adult life. I was a medic and medical sergeant in the Army. And so on and so forth. Human resources as an Army civilian. And I'll never forget that day either. Because he also drove me very hard and was not a guy to give out compliments. And the evidence of that is, even at my retirement party, he never said that. In fact, he was content for me never to know that. It was only when I came back after I was already retired and I had to call him and ask him something that he just blurted it out. "You're the best UA I've ever had." Okay. So, I love how people say this. I don't say this braggingly. Braggingly is not even a word. Boastfully. No, I don't say this to boast. Well, maybe there is some boasting there. I'm just trying to let you know I'm just a regular guy. But I do care about people. And it makes a huge difference who you sign up under. And it also makes a huge difference who I'm under. And I'm under who last year was the top sponsor in Pure Profit Pro. There is nothing this guy doesn't know. And he's also a very caring person. So, we really need to wind up here. I'm long-winded and I got carried away in something that wasn't even practiced. That's okay, because I'm going to be doing YouTube videos every day anyway. But this will be in the presentation down below. Let's see my fingers here. What you will be is a legally, I love how I had to write this down, a legally licensed reseller of an e-learning digital franchise. Doesn't that sound fancy? It's actually a very good deal. Because the really good deal is this. You will be able to conduct direct digital sales from member to member and have 100% commission. For instance, I came in at the $1,000 level. The person who brought me in was at the $1,000 level. She had her licensed franchise. She sold directly to me. She got my $1,000 instantly when I bought. So, have a great day, folks. And